don't know if it's just me, but I just can't relate to the goat meat here. I don't know if the goats abroad is eating on that type of grass than the one in Nigeria because the taste is just so different. When you see original Nigerian goat's meat, uh, when you bite into it, taste is so unique. But abroad is not for extroverted people. Though. If you're an extroverted person, you really, really, really find it very difficult to cope here. That's just the truth. Because you want friends, you want people to talk to. It can enter your head, especially if you're not used to being indoors and being in a quiet space and being able to use. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey, thank you for staying tuned with me. What? Last month made it exactly 1 year in the UK, and I would say I've experienced not too much, but a handful of experience. And today I'm gonna share it with you guys. Those of you planning to come to the UK, those of you already in the UK can relate to most of the things that we're talking about. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Number one, let me not say number one, let me just express myself to you guys. I'm not gonna count it, I'm just gonna tell a story, flow with the story, engage with you guys, express myself with it. So it's not gonna be number one or number two or number three. I'm just gonna tell you guys my 1 year experience in the UK. So luckily for me, coming here, my husband was already settled. So I won't say coming here, I had to go through the ups and downs of not settling down, looking for a house, or trying to, cope, because my husband already being here gave me an advantage because he already knew basic places like African shop, he already had the house, So all that I can't relate to all that. I hear people talk about the issues of getting houses, which is really true. Which is really, really, really true. Getting a house in UK, especially as a new person, is quite difficult because there are lots of protocols. It's not like coming from Nigeria, all they need is just your money, you get your house. The system here doesn't favor the rich or the poor. Everybody is equal here. You do your thing, obey the law, and that's just it. I will not be able to relate with people saying getting a house here, it was so frustrating and all that. So I can't relate. Like I said, I was lucky enough for my husband to have settled in years before I came. So housing and trying to go around and trying to locate the shops and and everything wasn't a bit of an issue for me. That was all settled. But my issue was trying to understand their accents. Oh my god. The accent part of it was so frustrating. Like few months coming in here, I couldn't go anywhere without my husband because I couldn't hear what they were saying. They talk very fast. At the point, even when I went for an appointment with my son, the nurse was like, I know we talk very fast and all that. They know they actually talk very fast. The accent is just so, not all, some of them you can understand. Just like being Igbo and people being Igbotic or being deep in their language shows on their tongue, like when they speak, this person is an Igbo person, this person is an Hausa person, this person is a Yoruba person, just like that. So most of them, their accent was so deep, even from their tongue, you can't even hear. So it was really, really a big deal for me coping with going out on my own to go to the shops, trying to communicate. I want this, how much, and all that. It's not like I'm pricing, but like communicating with the, store attendant or trying to ask questions. It was really, really a difficult phase for me. But thank God, I'm understanding them small. Like the only thing is, if you want to hear them, you have to put your ears down and listen to every single word they say. It's not like you're being absent-minded when you're talking to them. You have to listen correctly because if you don't listen very well, you might not be able to hear everything they say. So that was a trick I used. I made sure I listened very, very well to get everything they were saying. Another experience I've had is I came here, everybody's on their own. Nobody will have time for you. Hi, I say, hello love, hi love. That's it basically. No one is here to make friends. Everybody is here to work. The only friend you can have probably is a neighbor down the street or someone you knew. Everybody just have this serious minded face going to work, coming back because it's already stressful going to work and coming back with the weather and everything. So if you're planning to come here, I think you can just come here and have friends like you used to in Nigeria. That is not gonna happen. It is not. It's possible, depending on the area you're going to move to. Like my area is full of whites, so I can hardly see any black in my area. So it's one of the difficult things I've faced since I came here, because I'm a very, very friendly person. Especially the fact that I was indoors for months, only just me, my baby, my husband, my world, and my family through the phone, my friend, my auntie in the UK to just communicate. Aside that, there was no other person I could communicate with. Just watching movies, doing my normal house chores, being a mother to my baby. So it was really, really, really depressing. The whole quietness of the area, nobody to talk to. The only the only good thing about it is that there's constant electricity, so just get used to the light part and you have fun, watch your favorite TV program. Personally, why that part of being indoors did not really get to me was because I'm quite of an introvert. I'm a bit of an introvert, or like say I'm a 60-40, or rather I'll say 70-30, 70 introvert, 30 extrovert. So I could cope. UK, to be honest, not UK in particular. Abroad is not for extroverted people. Oh. If you're an extroverted person, you really, really, really find it very difficult to cope here. That's just the truth. Because you want friends, you want people to talk to. It can enter your head, especially if you're not used to being indoors and being in a quiet space and being able to use your own space to have fun, do your thing in your own space. It's gonna be so difficult for you to cope with that. So extroverted people, this is not even a choice. This is not a place for you guys, honestly. But if you're introverted, you can't really cope. Extroverted people will can run mad, honestly. They can be so quiet that you feel like if you shout, you can hear your voice. Like the next street can hear your voice and all that, because everybody's minding their business. Another experience I had, since I came to the UK, is the cold. Truth is that at a point it gets so cold that even inside your house you have to wear stuff to cover up. It's very thick, like thick clothes, not just any kind of clothes, so that you can just cover up and just be warm. It can really get cold. Actually, when I came in at the beginning, we didn't really have a car to be going about, and that's just one thing about being abroad. Having a car is a necessity. It's not even a flex. Unlike in Nigeria, to me, having a car is a flex. When you come abroad, you know the necessity of having a car. You need to have a car is when you come abroad. So, and the protocol of having a car, it's not like you being in Nigeria, you just go and buy a car, you just learn how to drive the next day. It's not like that. You must go through the whole driving test protocol. You must pass it. In fact, that story is for another day. But it's not like going to just buy a car if you have your money. Here, even if you have your money, you must go through the process of passing, and you must go through the process of having a car. And everything must just be perfect. So that's why many people you see here, when they come in, it's very difficult for them to navigate, because personally, because of the cold, you'll be at the bus station waiting for bus. Sometimes your bus will come late, sometimes your bus will come earlier, just like that. So standing there in the cold was not funny at that beginning point. But thank God, because grace, now we have a car. But that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that having a car abroad is a necessity, because you stay in the bus station for a while waiting for bus under the cold, freezing cold. And at that beginning time, I got my baby, my husband with the stroller waiting for bus. It was really cold. Oh my god. So that experience was not funny. So another experience I had personally is the food. When I came, maybe I'm getting used to the taste now, because when you're used to Nigerian, organic, authentic African food, you can get it here, but you cannot get all those fresh vegetables. It's really, really hard to get fresh vegetables. Like personally, my favorite soup is water leaf soup. Like you use water leaf, and water leaf is, in fact, it's the hardest thing to come by here. You can hardly see water leaf, because the process of preserving it to bring it here is another thing. You know, water leaf cannot, it's hard to preserve it. You understand? You have to use it highest 2 3 days and it spoils. So that's one thing I miss a lot since I came here. But because of packaging now, you will see blocked ones, the one they freeze blocked. That's the one I've been managing, the one I see, but it cannot be like the fresh one, obviously. That's another thing. And another thing another thing is the meat. The goat meat to me tastes so different. I don't know if it's just me, but I just can't relate to the goat meat here. I don't know if the goats abroad is eating on that type of grass than the one in Nigeria because the taste is just so different. When you see original Nigerian goat meat, uh, when you bite into it, this is so unique. But here, goat meat is fine, but it's not like the Nigerian taste I'm used to. Like the Nigerian goat meat is just the best. I will not lie, no cap. Like it tastes differently, very unique and pleasant. Another good thing I like about abroad is buying things conveniently. You can buy things and still return it. Like if you buy something and you don't like it along the way, or what you ordered versus what you got, like basically Nigerian times. If it's not what you got, you can return it back to the seller. You know, I just like the whole process of that. Like it makes sense because in Nigeria, when you buy something, if you don't buy them, say you don't buy them more. For someone to change it for you, the person has to really be your customer. You know. So that's another good thing I like. The fact that you can buy and return. As far as the thing you bought is still in good shape. Like you not tamper with it and stuff like that. Can still be returned. Another thing, oh my god, I really love about abroad is the internet service. Like it's unlimited, not like in Nigeria. If I'm doing this video, now my mind will be beating. Hey, my data, oh God, I beg, oh. I have to be fast for my data finish. But here it's unlimited. Once you subscribe for a month, that's it. You can use it till like that's beautiful. I wish our government can inculcate that part. To help a lot of businesses, to help a lot of people. And I've realized that many content creators these days are those abroad because it's easier to navigate the data. Like imagine me being a content creator in Nigeria, it's have been difficult because buying data and all that.